Welcome to another video from the Best of CAT series. In this video, we are going to discuss one tricky concept from simple interest and compound interest, and there is going to be a small smattering of speed calculation as well in this one. So the question is right in front of you. Try it out for a bit, pause the video, and then you can have a look at the solution that will follow. If you like our content and want to experience the IMS pedagogy, you can join the IMS Zero Fee Prep programs that will give you access to concept videos, sectionals, full-length tests and more for free. You may click on the I button or on the link in the description box below to access the same. Happy learning. In this question, there are two people. So Amal invests 12,000 rupees at 8% interest compounded annually. That is one part of his investment. And the second part of his investment is 10,000 rupees at 6% interest but compounded semi-annually. It is being compared to whatever Bimal has done. So Bimal has invested his money at 7.5% simple interest for 1 year. And at the end of it, if you look at it, both of them earn the same amount of interest. So the question is, what is the amount in rupees that has been invested by Bimal? Very easy question. It's a very smooth question if you look at it. Obviously, there is not going to be a lot of tricks in terms of solving this question normally. Just that there is one small thing that you can keep in mind, and that is basically what we will use to square a sort of uncomfortable number. So in this case, let's look at what is being done by Amal. Now Amal invests 12,000 at 8% interest. So very easy to figure out what would be the earning or what would be the interest that would have accumulated at the end of the year. So as we all know, the formula for simple interest says that SI is going to be P into N into R upon 100. So P N R by 100 in this case is going to be 12,000 into number of years is 1 and the rate of interest is 8%. So very easy, you need not even write this down. 120 into 8, you are going to get 960 rupees as the SI, simple interest. If you look at the compound interest, this is where things become slightly complicated, especially for people who hate numbers. And we know there are a lot of you, that's why this series, right? So in this case, what is happening is, if you look at compound interest, right? What is going to happen in this case is 10,000 has been invested at 6% interest for 1 year, which is compounded semi-annually. So when it comes to compound interest, the amount that you get at the end of the year is going to be P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole raised to N. Now, a lot of people get confused, what is R, what is N, or if it is for a year, what to do, if it is for 6 months, then what to do. You just remember it in very simple terms. Just understand that the N here is not number of years, it is number of terms, right? Number of terms. We don't know what is the length of each term, but it's number of terms. One term could be 1 year, it's perfectly okay. One term could be 6 months as well. And R is nothing but the rate of interest per term. So we'll simply say rate of interest per term. Very important. It's going to be per term. So in this case, what we are doing is we are compounding it semi-annually. What do you mean by semi-annually? Semi is half, annual is year. So every half a year, your interest will keep on accumulating and being absorbed back into the principal. So in this case, there are going to be two pockets of 6 months each because Amal is staying invested for 1 year and every 6 months compounding is happening. So first 6 months, next 6 months, there will be two time periods or two terms that will be present. What is the rate of interest per term? It's going to be 3% because 6% is the rate of interest annually. So it's not going to happen that you are going to get 6% now every 6 months. Otherwise, the person or the entity that is giving this loan or this amount to Amal will go bankrupt very soon, right? If that is being followed. So what is going to happen is Amal is going to get 3% every 6 months, but at the end of 6 months, whatever interest Amal is going to get, that is going to be absorbed back as principal, and the next installment or the next thing that Amal is going to get will be 3% of this new principal. That is very important to understand. So in this case, if you are looking at what Amal is going to get, the amount that Amal is going to get is going to be principal, that is 10,000 into 1 plus R by 100. R here is 3. Remember it very nicely. So 1.03. I am skipping one small step. 1 plus 3 by 100 is 1.03 raised to 2 terms. Now 1.03 square, a lot of people get into this thing wherein they will write 103 into 103. If you are good at math, then 103 into 3 is 309 and so on. It becomes very complicated and messy. There is one small shortcut that you can remember to square numbers that are close to 100. right? So one way of looking at this is 103 square. So just look at the steps that I am doing and follow the same steps when you are solving squares of larger numbers that are closer to 100, right? And if you face any difficulty, you can put it in the comment section below so that I can revert in terms of where you are going wrong or where is it there where there could be an improvement. So 103 square is what needs to be done. We need to write this 103 as it is. So don't think about anything else. Just write 103 as it is. Add whatever is the surplus from 100. So if you look at 103, it is 3 greater than 100. So 103 plus 3 will give you 106. That is going to be the first part of your square. What is going to be the second part of your square? Whatever is the gap. So 103 plus 3 you had done here, no? So what you will do is you will square this 3. You will get 09. Your answer is going to be 10609. Try for larger numbers and see if you are able to get it. There is going to be some case wherein there is going to be a carried forward as well. Try to explore what happens in that case as well. Whatever happens, put it in the comment section. We will address it. So 10609 is going to be the square. So 10,000 is what we are getting here into 1.0609, 1.03 square. So 2 digits after the decimal, 2 digits after the decimal again, meaning there should be 4 digits after the decimal. So you are going to get this, which is 10609. Now mind you, this is the amount. If you remove the principal from the amount, only then will you be able to figure out what is the value of the interest. So the interest in this case is going to be how much? 609. Why? Because 10,000 was my investment. So 609 is my interest. What is the total interest now? 960 from here, 609 from here. So if you add them, you are going to get 1569, a very awkward number, or 1569 nonetheless. Now this 1569 is nothing but the interest that would have been earned by Bimal according to this question. So if you look at it, 7.5% of whatever was invested by Bimal for 1 year is going to be 1569. So the point is, if 1569 is 7.5%, then what was the amount invested by Bimal? 7.5% of Bimal's principal is 1569. Then what is going to be 100% of Bimal's investment? So now you can again think about numbers by a bit. Instead of dividing it by 7.5, you can think about if 7.5 is 1569, what will be 15%? Let's try to put it into easier numbers so that we can divide nicely. Or if you are really good, you can divide by 7.5 as well. There is no problem with that approach as well. So 15% is going to be twice of 1569. Twice of 1500 is going to be 3000. Twice of 69 is going to be 138. So 3138 is 15%. So what will be 100%? Right? So you can simply do 3138 into 100 by 15 and you will get your answer. So this 100 will be divided by 5 will give you 20. 15 by 5 will give you 3. You cancel out these two, you are going to get 3 1s are 3, 0s are 0, 3 4s are 12 and 3 6s are 18. So 1046 into 20, you are going to get 10,460 into 2 or 20,920. That is your answer, 20920. You could have also done 1569 by 7.5, even that would have been a perfectly fine approach. You could have cancelled out a 15 or a 3 or a 5, whichever way you wanted to do it, you could have done it. Or if you were like particularly adventurous, then 1569 divided by 75 also works fine, if you put a 0 in front of it. So even that is perfectly okay. The calculation bit is completely up to you, the last calculation bit. This is basically what makes a big difference. Now, I would also encourage those of you who have understood how this is done to put in the comment section as to why this works. Why does 10609 work the way it is? And for those of you who want to practice another question that is similar to this one, you can have a look at the replica question that will be presented to you at the end of this video. Do check out the question, try to solve it using the shortcut that we discussed and put your answers in the comment section below. And if there is any doubt, anything you haven't understood, please feel free to share that with us. We will reply back to you. Happy learning.